Most people don't break all at once. There's no dramatic collapse, no single cinematic moment where everything just falls apart. It's much quieter than that. It's insidious. It starts as a whisper, not a scream. At first, it just feels like pressure. The kind of pressure you think you can handle. The deadlines at work, the expectations from family, the endless notifications on your phone. It's a low hum of tension in the background of your life. You tell yourself, this is just a busy phase. It'll pass. But it doesn't. Then that pressure morphs into something else. Confusion. You start to lose track of what's important. You feel pulled in 100 different directions, but you're not really moving forward. Your to-do list gets longer, but your sense of accomplishment shrinks. You're always busy, but never productive. You feel like you're treading water, and the shore is getting farther away. You ask yourself, why do I feel so overwhelmed? Am I just not good enough? And then comes the most dangerous stage of all, normalization. This is the breaking point. This is where most people break mentally. It's not when life becomes objectively unbearable, but when you convince yourself that this state of constant low-grade chaos is normal. It's the moment you stop fighting it and just accept it as the way things are. You see, your mind was never designed for this. Our brains are incredible systems, but they were built for a different world. They were designed for short-term acute stress. Think of our ancestors facing a predator, a massive surge of adrenaline and cortisol, a burst of focused energy, and then, whether they fought or fled, it was over. There was a period of recovery, of rest, where the system could reset. But modern pressure doesn't work like that. It's not a lion in the savannah, it's 1,000 tiny cuts every single day. The work email that arrives at 10 p.m., the financial worry that never goes away, the social pressure to be always on, always performing, always perfect. This pressure doesn't end. It just accumulates layer by layer, day after day. And what does the brain do? It adapts. But it adapts in a way that looks like strength, but is actually a form of surrender. At this stage, you stop asking the important questions. You stop asking, is this life what I really want? Or, why do I feel so empty? You stop resisting the things that drain your energy. You just go with the flow, even if that flow is pulling you under. Most critically, you stop noticing yourself. You stop checking in with how you truly feel. Your own internal world becomes a foreign country. On the outside, you look fine. In fact, you might even look successful. You function, you perform, you survive. You get up, you go to work, you meet your obligations, you smile at the right times. You are the perfect picture of a functional adult. But something inside has gone quiet. The spark, the curiosity, the joy. It's all muted. It's like listening to your favorite song with the volume turned down, so low you can barely hear the melody. This is the breaking point that most people miss because it doesn't feel like breaking. It feels like numbness. Emotional numbness replaces awareness. You're still there, physically. You still wake up, you still talk, you still work, but you're no longer fully present. You're operating on autopilot. You're a ghost in your own life. This happens because the mind, in its incredible and sometimes tragic wisdom, learns a simple rule to protect itself. Feeling less hurts less. When the constant barrage of stress, disappointment, and pressure becomes too much to process, the brain starts to turn down the dial on all emotions. The problem is, it can't be selective. It can't just turn down the pain and the anxiety. It has to turn down everything. The joy, the passion, the love, the excitement. They all get muted. And once your mind accepts this rule, that numbness is safer than feeling, the break has already happened. It's not a fracture, it's a slow erosion of the self. You don't notice it immediately. It happens so gradually that you don't realize what you've lost. But others do. Your partner might notice that you don't laugh as much anymore. Your friends might notice that you seem distant, that your eyes are a little glazed over. Your reactions change. Things that used to infuriate you now barely register a response. Things that used to fill you with delight now just get a polite nod. Your tolerance for stress and difficulty seems to increase, but it's not because you're getting stronger. It's because you've disconnected. You're watching your life from a distance, as if it's a movie about someone else. This is the point where people stop being themselves and start becoming what the pressure demands of them. You become a collection of roles: the diligent employee, the reliable partner, the responsible parent. You fulfill these roles perfectly, but the unique, messy, vibrant person who holds them all together has faded into the background. You've become a function, not a person. You've optimized yourself for survival in a high-pressure environment, but the cost was your own essence. And the most dangerous, most insidious part of it all? You call it maturity. You call it growing up. You tell yourself this is just what being an adult is like. You have to be serious. You have to be resilient. You can't let things get to you. You mistake emotional numbness for emotional strength. You confuse disconnection with discipline. You look at your own quiet desperation and you label it responsibility. But true maturity isn't about feeling less. It's about feeling everything and learning how to navigate it with wisdom. True strength isn't about building walls so high that nothing can hurt you. It's about having the courage to be vulnerable and the resilience to heal when you do get hurt. Recognizing this quiet break is the first step toward reclaiming yourself. It starts with asking those questions again. It starts with checking in and daring to feel what you've been suppressing. It's about rejecting the idea that a life of constant pressure is normal. It's not. You were made for more than just functioning. You were made for more than just surviving. You were made to be fully, vibrantly alive. Don't let the noise of the world convince you to go quiet inside. Your feelings are not a liability, they are your compass. It's time to start listening to them again. If any of this resonates with you, know that you are not alone. And it's never too late to reconnect with yourself. Sometimes the first step is just admitting that you're not okay, and that's the most powerful thing you can do. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you, consider subscribing for more content on navigating the complexities of modern life. Take care of yourselves.